Let's take a look at this example. We have to find the partial fractions for this fraction. What I'm going to do, I'm going to convert this fraction to sum of two fractions. The first denominator is going to be simply x plus 3. The second denominator is going to be x plus 1. Because this is the first degree expression, the numerator has to be 1 degree less. That's why this is constant. Again, this is the first degree expression. Numerator has to be 1 degree less. That's why I'm going to write constant b. Next, I'm supposed to find value of a and b. What I have to do, I have to multiply the left side of my equation and write by the common denominator. Common denominator for this problem is x plus 3, x plus 1. So left side, I have to multiply by the common denominator, x plus 3, x plus 1 times x minus 9 over x plus 3, x plus 1 equals x plus 3, x plus 1 times a over x plus 3 plus x plus 3, x plus 1 b over x plus 1. X plus 3 and x plus 3 will cancel out. X plus 1 and x plus 1 will cancel out. X plus 3 and x plus 3 will cancel out. And x plus 1 will cancel out. Copy down everything whatever left. I have x minus 9 is equal x plus 1 times a plus x plus 3 times b. Next, I have to eliminate the parentheses by distributing a into the parentheses and b into the parentheses. I have x minus 9 is equal ax plus a plus bx plus 3b. Next, I'm going to organize the right side of my equation by putting next to each other terms with x and constants also next to each other. So I have x minus 9 equals ax plus bx plus a plus 3b. Next, I'll factorize x. I have x minus 9 is equal a plus b, x plus a plus 3b. Keep in mind that the left side of the equation has to be equal to the right side of the equation. That's why the coefficients of x supposed to be equal and the constant supposed to be equal. The coefficient to this x is invisible 1. That's why I'm going to write 1 is equal, coefficient to this x is a plus b, and constants, I have negative 9 on the left side, and on the right side I have a plus 3b. Now, please notice that we have got the system of linear equations. What I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to find a and b from these two equations. I'm going to use the elimination method. So in order to eliminate one of these variables, I'm going to multiply the first equation by negative 1. And let's take a look what I'm going to have. Negative 1 times 1 gives me negative 1. Negative 1 times a gives me negative a. Negative 1 times b gives me negative b. And I'm supposed to copy down the second equation. I have negative 9 equals a plus 3b. A plus 3b. Add these two equations to each other, and I'm going to have negative 1 plus negative 9 gives me negative 10 equals negative a plus a gives me 0. Negative b plus 3b is equal to b. In order to find b, I have to divide both sides of this equation by whatever is multiplied to b. Divide by 2. 2 and 2 will cancel out, and b is equal negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. This is the value of b. Next, we're supposed to find value of a. I'm going to find value of a from the first because it's the simplest one. So I'm going to write 1 is equal a plus b. b is equal negative 5. So I'm going to write 1 is equal a minus 5. Move negative 5 to the other side, and you will have 5 plus 1 equals a. 5 plus 1 is equal 6. So I can say a is equal 6. My final answer is a equals 6 over x plus 3 plus b is minus 5. Minus 5 x plus 1. I have 6 over x plus 3. Positive times negative gives me negative x plus 1. And this is the final solution to my problem. Let's take a look at this example. Again, we are going to rewrite this fraction as the sum of two fractions. My first denominator is going to be x minus 3. The second denominator is going to be x plus 5. Because this is the first degree expression, the numerator has to be 1 degree less than this one, so that's why this is going to be constant. And because this is first degree also, this is going to be constant too. Next, I have to find value of a and b. How I can do so? I have to multiply the left side of the equation and the right side of the equation by the common denominator. The common denominator for all these fractions is x minus 3 times x plus 5, and I have to multiply by negative 3x plus 41 over x minus 3 x plus 5 equals a times x minus 3 x plus 5 over x minus 3 plus b x minus 3 x plus 5 over x plus 5. Next, we're supposed to cancel out x minus 3 with x minus 3, x plus 5 with x plus 5, and I have x minus 3 and x minus 3 cancel out, and x plus 5 and x plus 5 also will cancel out. And I have minus 3x plus 41 is equal a x plus 5 plus b x minus 3. Next, I'm going to eliminate the parentheses on the right side of my equation. I have minus 3x, copy down everything, whatever you are not going to use at this moment, plus 41 equals ax plus 5a plus bx minus 3b. Next, we are going to write the like terms next to each other on the right side. I have minus 3x plus 41 equals ax plus bx plus 5a minus 3b. Next, we're supposed to factorize x. Over here, I'm going to have minus 3x plus 41 equals a plus b x plus 5a minus 3b. Next, please keep in mind that the left side of the equation has to be equal to the right side of the equation. That's why the coefficients next to x supposed to be equal and the constants supposed to be equal. That's why I'm going to write minus 3. We have coefficient to this x is minus 3. Coefficient to this x is a plus b. So that's why minus 3 has to be equal to a plus b. And I have constants 41 has to be equal to 5a minus 3b. In order to find a and b, we're supposed to solve this system of linear equations. I'm going to use the elimination method. I'm going to multiply the first equation by positive 3. That's why I'm going to have 3 times negative 3 gives me negative 9. Negative 9 is equal, 3 times a is 3a, 3 times b is equal 3b. I'm going to copy down the second equation, which is 41 equals 5a minus 3b. Next, I'm supposed to add these two equations, and I'm going to have negative 9 plus 41 is equal 32 equals 3a plus 5a is equal 8a. Positive 3 and negative 3, they are going to subtract each other. It's going to be equal 0. And I have 32 equals 8a. I have to find the value of a. In order to find a, I have to divide both sides equation by 8. 8 and 8 will cancel out. And I have a equals 32 divided by 8 is equal 4. This is value of a. If I want to find b, I'm going to take this equation because it's the simplest one and going to solve this equation for b. I have minus 3 equals a plus b. Minus 3 equals a is equal 4 plus b. In order to find b, I have to move 4 to the other side of my equation, and I'm going to have minus 3 minus 4 is equal b. That's why I'm going to write b is equal minus 7. Now, let me rewrite the problem one more time, and I have a equals 4 over x minus 3, and I have plus negative 7 over x plus 5. Positive times negative is going to give me negative. That's why I'm going to have 4 over x minus 3 minus 7 over x plus 5. And this is the solution to my problem.